Shalom, shalom, Israel's brothers Abba. Y'all are coming back at you with another cold cut. I like to give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai. There's going to be another cold cut, continue, Lord willing, rolling through the spirit. And this, through the spirit is going to be about consistency. You want to be consistent in everything that you do. You want to be consistent in fighting in the spirit. You want to be consistent in just every day's work. I mean, you got to think about it. Let me go to the book of Luke chapter 4. This is Luke chapter 4. And I'll start at verse 2. Being 40 days tempted of the devil, and in those days he did eat nothing. Right, talking about Yahweh Shai. And when they were ended, he afterward hungered. And he said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, command that a stone that it be made bread. And Yahweh Shai answered him, saying, It is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of God. So Satan was tempting the Lord, and the Lord was cutting him with the precepts. Verse 5, and the devil taking him up into a high mountain showed him unto all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time, right? Showed him all the empires, right? And the devil said unto him, All this power will I give thee in the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I give it. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be thine. And Yahweh shall answer and said unto him, Get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. And he brought him to Jerusalem. So Satan doesn't stop. Satan already tempted the Lord twice, and the Lord cut him twice. But the third time, Satan came back, meaning he didn't give up. Satan's not a quitter. He didn't give up. He kept going after Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai didn't give up as well. But let's see what's going to happen. And it says, and he brought him to Jerusalem and set him on a pinnacle of the temple and said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down from thence. For it is written, He shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee. Now, something that he did that he didn't do in the first two temptations, that he actually quoted the scriptures. No, Satan knows the scriptures. He knows the scriptures. He knows how to manipulate and use the Bible. And this is his third attempt on the Lord. His strongest attempt. He even used the word of God against him. Let's see what the Lord said. Let's see what happened. And in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. And Yahweh shall answer and said unto him, It is said, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season. Now, seasons change. Seasons come and go. Winter happens every year. Summer happens, every year. Fall, spring. So when Satan departs for a season, he's going to come back because seasons change. Seasons come and go. It didn't say Satan gave up forever. It didn't say Satan said, you know what? Never mind. This man is too strong for me. Let me just go about my way and find somebody else and never tempt this man again. No, Satan departed for a season. Satan's consistent. He doesn't stop every day. He doesn't take a break, man, as we always say. He's on you every day, whether he comes in the morning, whether he comes late at night, whether you feel like you haven't been tempted all day till you get home, whether you feel you tempted early on in the morning and nothing the rest of the day. Satan is always on you, man. He doesn't stop. He's a perfect creation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to tempt you. How come we can't be consistent fighting in the spirit? Didn't the Lord call us perfect? Didn't the Lord tell us to be perfect? Let's go to Matthew 5:48. See, Satan's a perfect, and these demons are perfect entities to do their will against the Lord, to do their will for the Lord against man. So how come we can't be perfect in fighting off these spirits like our forefathers? This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 48. Be therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So they're consistent, man. They don't stop. We can't stop fighting in the spirit. There is no taking a break to fight in the spirit. There is no, I've been working hard in the spirit for 6 days straight. Let me take this 7th day of fighting in the spirit off. Even on the Sabbath day, you got to fight in the spirit. You got spirits trying to tempt you to be unclean. You got spirits trying to tempt you not to go to camp. You got spirits telling you, just when you go to camp, just do nothing and just be there. And just, no, man. You got spirits telling you not to do the work. You got spirits telling you not to get your house in order. Spirits telling you not to get correction. You can't let these demons be more consistent than you. If these spirits are consistent on trying to get you down, you got to be as consistent trying to stay in the spirit, man, fighting these spirits. Let's go to the book of Genesis 37. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 37. Actually, Genesis chapter 39. This Genesis, let's see what happened to Joseph. Genesis 39 and 8. But he refused, let's start at verse number 6. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, right? Talking about Pharaoh. And he knew not aught he had save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person and well-favored. And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, lie with me. So hold on, this man's wife, that Pharaoh, damn Egyptian god, man, his wife was looking at Joseph. His wife was lusting after Joseph. Even came to be so bold that she said, lie with me, even though her husband is Pharaoh all over Egypt, man. And it says, wow, verse 8, but he refused and said unto his master's wife, behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in this house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? So he rebuked that demon. Right? He said, hold on, how can I go against my God and transgress against my God and betray Pharaoh, who gave me everything, committed everything to my hand, and go against him by sleeping with his woman? Man, that's off. Kind of gave her a reality check. But let's see what happened. Let's see what she said. Actually, let's see what Satan said. Verse 10, and it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her to lie by her or to be with her. So hold on. Day by day, Satan was knocking on that door. Day by day, Satan was, it's me, right? Come lie with me. It's me. Come lie with me this time. I know you want to. Hey, I was just stopping by just to see if you wanted to lie with me. And guess what? Joseph was doing this day by day. Now, it doesn't say how many days it was. It could have been 6 months. It could have been 4 weeks. All right? It could have been 3 weeks, man. You don't know how long that Satan was. Hey, Joseph, I like that garment. Come talk to me real quick. Hey, Joseph, what you got going for today? I know you got some extra free time. Satan was on him day by day. When we're reading this, we got to understand through the spirit that it wasn't the woman, it was the spirit inside of the woman that was trying to get Joseph to go off, that was trying to get Joseph to fall from his perfection in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is a test, right? And it says, verse 11, and it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there is none of the men of the house there within. And she caught him by his garment, saying, lie with me. Yeah, she caught him by his garment, meaning she wasn't really asking this time. She said, I'm basically in the spirit, I'm Pharaoh's wife, and you gonna do what I say. You gonna lie with me. I'm tired of knocking on your door. Matter of fact, let me just open up the door. Let me try to lock. And guess what? Guess what he did? And he left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out. He got the hell up out of there, man. Sometimes you're gonna have to just run. There is no conversing with spirits, man. There is no just saying la all the time. Sometimes you just gotta get the hell up out of there. But this is what it means to be consistent. Joseph was consistent. Our forefathers was always consistent, even in building. Let's go to the book of 1 Chronicles 16 and 37, right? 1 Chronicles 16 and verse number 37. Is this not this is not an overnight thing, man. You're going to be tempted for the rest of your days upon this earth until Yahweh Shem Yahushua comes back. And you have to show yourself consistent. This 1 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 37. So he left there before the ark of the covenant of the Lord Asaph and his brethren to minister before the ark continually as every day's work requires. So even on a carnal level, our forefathers, even the Levites, on an everyday basis, they couldn't miss a day. There was no sick days. There was no day of, maybe I could use my righteous PTO. There was no such thing called righteous PTO, man. And the Levite can kind of just, have a substitute come in and no, man. It was every day's work. It was every day's work required, man. Even the Levites that were singers, man. Even the porters, which held the door, they was on constant rotation. You have to be consistent in all your doings. There is no just, I'm going to do it one time and not for a few months. You got to push yourself to be consistent. Set up a schedule. Do what you need to do. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. These spirits, they're consistent. They don't stop. They love getting you out the spirit. That's something they love to do. We have to love staying in the spirit. We have to love winning against these demons. You have to love killing a demon. You got to love binding up a demon. It got to feel so good that you want to do it again, man. Right? You got to look, Lord, Lord willing, hey, you pray to the Most High, another spirit comes, you bind up that demon, man, and if it's going to feel good. All praise to the Most High. Because these spirits, they don't stop coming after you. Let's get another precept. They won't ever stop coming after you. They're going to, let's go to Job chapter 3. That's Job chapter 2. This Job chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. Meaning Satan was putting in work on the earth, man. He's going to and fro, walking up and down, commanding, giving his demons charge and going this brother, going that brother. He's going on people as a roaring lion. He's walking up and down the earth. And it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. And Satan was asking the Lord, let me get Job? Let me get him. I can do it. He's perfect in your eyes. Let me get him down. Let me cast him down. Let me show you that he's not that perfect. That's how much he desires us, brothers and sisters and children, in this truth. You got to, on the right-hand side, Lord willing, that temptation I've been battling, let that temptation come to me again. Watch what happens. I'm binding that temptation, man. I'm going to pray on your holy name. I'm going to pray. So I'm going to call that temptation out. I'm going to actually read some precepts, man. You got to do that on a righteous level, as these spirits are doing that on a wicked level. They're calling you out. They want you. They say, yeah, him, that guy. Oh yeah, I want that best. I want the best player. I want that person that's high up in the congregation. Don't just give me a brother that's coming into this thing. I want a brother that's been in this thing for years. I want that guy. I want that brother. Hey, the same way on the spiritual level, hey, we got to say the same thing, man. I know I'm going to stay in the spirit. I trust in the Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Man, let Satan come to me and let's see what happened, man. That's the mindset we got to have on being consistent every day, man. And it says, verse 3, and the Lord said to Satan, it's like verse 4, and Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man have will he give for his life. But put forth thy hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. Yeah, touch his skin, touch his damn family members, whoever, he gonna curse it to your face. Watch, I got it. I'm gonna do it. I'm the man for the job. Verse 6, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. And read the story of Job, man. Read the book of Job. Read the historical context of what happened to Job. Every day he was tempted. Every day, man. The Lord didn't suffer him to catch his breath. That's Job chapter 9 and verse 18 on down. So in the spirit, the Lord gave us power to do the same thing on the right-hand side. It's just we have to literally believe that's possible, because a lot of us don't believe that you can really stay consistent in this truth and fighting spirits. I'm in the flesh and I'm going to get down and things like that. We are in the flesh and, spirits overcome us and it happens. It is what it is. That can't be your mindset. Although these things may happen, your mindset got to be, hey, man, I got to be perfect like my father's, man. I got to be perfect in faith, charity, understanding, and the works of the Most High. Your mindset got to be there, man. It's Luke chapter 10 and verse 17. We're not just accepting defeat all the time and mediocrity. This is Luke chapter 10 and verse 17. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. You got to believe that. You got to believe by nothing shall any means hurt us, man. You got to believe that the Lord gave us all power to step on these demons, man. To step on over all the power of the enemy. To bind up these demons. You have to actually believe that. And it says, verse 20, notwithstanding in this rejoice not. So don't even rejoice in that. That's minuscule, that you can bind up certain spirits. But what? That the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. If you think you're part of the elect, if you're in this truth laboring, and you're trying to be part of the hopeful elect, well, then you got to understand the hopeful elect, their names are written in heaven to overcome these spirits, man. To be perfect in the eyes of the Lord, man. Let the Lord give you that grace and mercy to be perfect. But in your mind, you got to go as hard as you got to go as hard as you can in this truth. There is no stopping. There is no, I'm going to allow myself to fall 2 days this week. I'm going to allow myself to fall 3 days this week. But if I was on fire for 4 days, man, that's better than, I was on fire more than I was out of the spirit. That's off. Try to be on fire 7 days out the week. What the hell is wrong with you? Go as hard as you can in this truth and don't give up. I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahushua. Be consistent. And I like to say shalom.